And that was the moment. Daniel Ryan, who plays Bryn, and Claire Price, who plays Miriam, are here now. And that moment where we thought there was this happy, happy ending. And, of course, in one way there is. Yeah. But this story isn't over yet. They've got him back. No, David's here, but maybe not the David they remember. Yeah, that's been the whole thing. If you think about the Brinses, their whole thing was, we need to know about our son. Where is our son? Just let us know. Either way, is he coming back? Is he not? And he's back. But it's only the beginning of another set of terrible problems. You found it particularly tough to do it, didn't you? I have a massive problem with this show. I learn my lines and I think about how I'm going to do it, and me and Claire work together very well, and I know how she's going to do her stuff. And then all of a sudden we'll be doing a scene, and I literally cannot stop tears coming into my eyes.
Whilst you're filming?
Yes, in scenes when I would never have expected it. There's something about the period and the stories, and something that we I think are lacking. That's so sort of joyous stories about community, and it's really getting it gets to me.
And do they leave that in, or do they say, well, look, sort yourself out, makeup, come in,
sort yourself out, Ryan?
Well, there was the take they did use. I was really pleased because I didn't even know I was going to do this, because we'd done it a few times, running over and hugging Will Attenborough, which is nice in itself, and then I suddenly found myself in one take just kissing him. I didn't know I was going to do that, and it just sort of that's that sort of feeling that suddenly comes out.
There's something amazing about when you get out of your car and you are delivered into the 1940s, and it's something extraordinary about it. What were you trying to do to us on a Sunday night? Oh, it did become a real thing that people were.
It really caught people's imagination last year, didn't it? The first series, the loss, and then the hope that he would come back. And even before that episode on Sunday night, a friend of mine said, "He's dead, isn't he?" "He is. Tell me." And I said, "Well, you may know a bit more before the end of this series. I'm not going to say." So, it got people. It really touched people.
We're also looking at a clip there in the butcher. So how are you, meat man?
Right. So consequently, Samantha Bond is Bondy, and everybody's got. But for some, I've been given the moniker Meat Man.
I think it's perfect.
So you seem quite happy about it, though. Well, it's not a bad one. You can take it in. You can take it in there.
But you're actually not necessarily particularly skilled as a butcher.
I'm really not skilled as a butcher. No, they gave us a day. They gave us a day, didn't they, with Mark in
a bit of training.
Because we actually shoot in part of his butcher's shop, and so he came and showed us how to destroy various bits of flesh.
You're hacking away in the back of shot with a blunt knife.
With blunt knives, that's it. That's all. And it's not so bad for you, but you haven't been eating meat for that long.
I was a vegetarian for about 25 years, and I only gave it up a few months before I got this job, and then suddenly I was a butcher's wife and hacking away at great chunks of stewing steak.
It stinks on our set. I mean, it is real.
After a day's filming,
well, I was thinking that because it is real for authenticity. It's not dressed, it's not fake. So therefore, the giant ox tongues and all of that.
You remember that there was in our environment. They were, and there's always one fly that gets in and thinks it's really hit the jackpot.
It's not nice. What about the accents? How were you with? Because neither of you were expecting to have to do an accent, were you?
To be Welsh.
Because it was sort of mooted as an option early on, wasn't it? Because obviously we auditioned and we're not Welsh. But then, Claire, bless her, I remember in the read-through, the director...
I got the wrong memo.
So I'm doing a Welsh accent, she's not, and I'm thinking, this isn't right. I've been told... I was about to swap back, and then the director went, Claire, Welsh.
I was thinking, oh, poor Dan.
Just threw it at her.
Poor Dan, he's been told to do it Welsh, and that's not what they've decided to go with. And actually, it was me who was wrong. So in the break, in front of everyone, all the kind of upper echelons of ITV, all the cast, everything, the director just said, Claire, could I now have the Welsh accent?
No! Of course, all the other people around all the other actors instantly went, oh my! Don't suddenly tell me to start becoming a Geordie. It was like
like a test.
I didn't realise it.
And we cannot discuss on daytime TV the sentence that you use to get into your Welsh accent.
No, but I thought of another one.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
didn't know you had a secret.
I did. I do have a
you
secret.
Discuss it off air.
I have a secret, quite fruity one that helps me get into it. But I also I did go completely blank in that moment, because actors, they always have to step up and just go, yeah, of course. And then in their head they're thinking, what on earth do Welsh people sound like? And I just went totally blank. And then I was just racking my brains for scenes from Gavin and Stacey. And as soon as I got Ruth Jones going, what's occurring? That was the one. I know, when she does all that. And then I was, oh, that's what they sound like.
Not necessarily the period that they were after,
not quite the right period, and not quite the right part of Wales either, but at least in that sort of part of the world.
And what's the reaction been from the good people of Wales? Have they been quite happy with this, with the way you...
I haven't.
Well, they must. If you haven't heard,
Let's have a
must
phone
be
in
thrilled.
to criticise Dan and Claire's accent.
We don't want to ruin anything for the end of this series, but there's a lot still to come within their lives. There's a big thing.
Well, it's a show. I mean, we've got 18 lead cast, and there's like 100 stories going on at any one time, and so yeah, there's still masses and masses to come.
Yes.
And there's so much that we really can't say, but believe.
And Miriam is pregnant, of course. So there's still that. Their family's growing.
So, well, what about a third series then?
Oh, what about a third series? Anyone here from?
Well, there has to be. There are two. But what you've been saying,
I know there's
there
too
are
much.
going to be too many loose ends. You can't leave us without.
Yeah, we've got. I think there are about at least 6 major cliffhangers at the end of the series.
So there has to be.
Of which we're part of.
We're saying, you're not, but we're saying there has to be a third.
We'll talk to you about series 3.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
In the meantime, we shall say it is on Sunday nights on ITV at 9 o'clock. It's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.